What if you could go back in time and take all those hours of pain and darkness and replace them with something better?
Like images or what?
Yeah, like a Hawaiian sunset or the Grand Canyon. Just things that can remind you of how beautiful the world is.
You know, we've been going together for like 2 weeks.
Yeah?
Well,
You want to kiss me?
Well, I'm
Donny,
sorry.
wait.
Well, I like you a
I just
lot.
want it to be at a time when it...
When what?
When it reminds me just...
When it reminds you how beautiful the world can be.
Yeah. And right now there's some fat guy over there staring at us.
Thank you for seeing us at such late notice. We both felt that it was time for us to come in and discuss
what I think is going on with your son.
Yes. Well, he's you know about his past, and he was suspended from school for insulting his gym teacher.
Well, I'm not really sure that's a good example, Rosa. I think he had just cause to insult her.
Rose, let me just lay out what I believe is happening here. Donnie's aggressive behavior, his increased detachment from reality, seemed to stem from his inability to cope with the forces in the world that he perceives to be threatening. Has he ever told you about his friend Frank?
Frank?
Yes, the giant bunny rabbit.
What?
I don't recall him ever having mentioned a rabbit.
Donnie is experiencing what is commonly called a daylight hallucination. This is a common occurrence among paranoid schizophrenics.
What can we do?
I would like to do more hypnotherapy and increase his medication.
Whatever will help him, really. That's why we're here. We just would like him to experience him, really. So, if you think that more medication will do that, then I think we should give it a try.
Donny Darko.
I know.
But I can still sense some students out there who are actually afraid to say, good morning! Good morning! Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Because entirely too many young men and women today are completely paralyzed by their fears. They surrender their bodies to the temptation and destruction of drugs, alcohol, and premarital sex. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story today. It's a heartbreakingly sad story about a young man whose life was completely destroyed by these instruments of fear. A young man searching for love in all the wrong places. His name was Frank.
Hi, my stepsister, I sometimes worry that she eats too much.
Shut up, Kim.
Oh, sweetheart, please.
How can I decide what I want to be when I grow up?
Oh, that's a hard one.
What do I do to learn how to fight?
What do I do to learn how to fight? Son, violence is a product of fear. Learn to truly love yourself.
Okay.
Okay, get yourself up here.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How much are they paying you to be here?
Excuse me? What is your name, son?
Gerald.
Well, Gerald, I think you're afraid.
Are you telling us this stuff so we can buy your book? Because I gotta tell you, if you are, that was some of the worst advice I ever heard.
You see how sad this is?
You want your sister to lose weight? Tell her to get off the couch, stop eating Twinkies, and maybe go out for field hockey. You know what? No one ever knows what they want to be when they grow up. You know, it takes a little while to find that out, right, Jim? And you. Yeah, you. You're sick of some jerk shoving your head down the toilet. Well, you know what? Maybe you should lift some weights or take a karate lesson, and the next time he tries to do it, you kick him in the balls.
Son, do you see this?
Right?
This is an anger prisoner, a textbook example. Prisoner. You see the fear, people? This boy is scared to death of the truth. Son, it breaks my heart to say this, but I believe you are a very troubled and confused young man. I believe you are searching for the answers in all the wrong places.
You're right, actually. I'm pretty troubled and I'm pretty confused, but I'm afraid, really afraid. Really afraid, but I think you're the fucking Antichrist.
How do you think you are?
It's amazing, you know? The man thinks he's telling the truth, and everything he says is just a fucking lie. Everything he says. Everyone thinks he's so rad. Such a fucking chud. Everything he does, they're just gonna...
Are you okay? Sit down. Calm down.
You ever hear of Grandma Death?
Who? Philosophy of time travel. What is this?
She wrote it. I've been seeing stuff. Like a lot of really messed up stuff. And there are chapters in that book that describe the stuff I've been seeing, and it can't just be a coincidence.
Well, each vessel travels along a vector through space-time along its center of gravity.
Like a spear.
I beg your pardon?
Like a spear that comes out of your chest.
Sure, yeah. And in order for the vessel to travel through time, it's got to find a porthole, or in this case, a wormhole, or...
Well, could these portals just appear